Right. So this diagram talks about the change of state of matter. And as a matter of fact, we are going to discuss this change of state of matter. Now, the first circle at the top you can see here is solid. So it can be any solid material that can be changed from one form to another. And we have liquid here and we have gas here. All right, the arrows are showing or telling us, the arrow is telling us where it is going. So this particular arrow is saying from solid to liquid. And this one is moving from liquid to gas and from gas to solid in that manner. So we are going to discuss it. The first arrow is pointing towards liquid and it says melting. Now, we are saying that when solid changes into liquid, then the process is called melting. So the process by which solid changes into liquid is what we call melting. So what is melting? Melting is the process by which a solid changes into liquid. Then we proceed on to talk about evaporation. What is evaporation? So here we say evaporation is the process by which liquid changes into gas. Liquid changes into gas. So the process by which liquid changes into gas is called evaporation. All right. So that is the arrow pointing from liquid to gas. Then we have another process where gas will change directly into solid without passing through the liquid phase. So the process by which gas changes into solid directly without passing through the liquid phase is called deposition. It's called deposition. So now we can reverse the process. The process by which solid will change directly into gas without passing through the liquid phase is called sublimation. The process by which solid will change directly into gas without passing through the liquid phase is what we call sublimation. Then we have another process whereby gas will cool, condense, and then turn into liquid. So that process is called condensation. The process by which gas will turn to liquid is called condensation. All right, so let us take note of that. Then we have the process by which liquid will also change into solid. The process by which liquid will change into solid, and that is called freezing. So the process by which liquid will change into solid is called freezing. All right, so let's take it again. And this time we will look at examples. All right, we'll look at examples that are governing this. So the first thing is melting. The first process is melting. We are talking about change of state of matter. And my name is Prof. RSK, making science very simple and interesting. All right, so when we have solid, for instance, ice cube, all right? When we have ice cube, okay, what we commonly call ice block. When we have ice block or ice cubes, then we subject ice cube to heat. We will see that the ice cube will now move from solid state down to liquid state. When we even remove ice cubes from the fridge, you will see that it will start to melt. And that is the process, melting, changing from solid to liquid. Then when we put this same ice cube in a bowl, in a saucepan, or in a evaporating dish, and then we apply heat to it, we'll realize that the liquid will now begin to boil. And once it starts boiling, we'll see vapor. That means the liquid is changing into gas. The liquid is now changing into gas. First, it was solid ice cube. It went through another process called melting. Then we are now here, a process called gas. Here, water has now changed into vapor. All right. Then we say there is another process by which gas can change into solid directly without passing through the liquid phase. And here we see example as smoke. We see example as smoke, all right? So smoke is an example of a process where gas and solid are mixed together. Gas is turning into what? Solid, all right? Then we have sublimation, another process. And here example is the use of naphthalene balls, what we call camphor. When you have camphor and you put it in one corner of the room, by the time you come, the camphor has become small. If not finished, the camphor has become small. Now, the camphor, which is solid, naphthalene balls, has now changed into gas directly without passing through the liquid phase. Then we have condensation. Condensation is the process by which gas will turn into liquid. And gas turning into liquid, we have example as when we have water vapor moving up into the atmosphere, they will cool, condense, and then they will now fall again as rain. A typical example is when we visit mommy's kitchen. When mommy is cooking and it covers the food, after you have gone to open the lid, you see some water dripping, okay? Some water dripping from the lid, the one that mommy used to cover the food, all right? The gas that was moving up condensed at the lid, and so it has now turned into what? Liquid, all right? Then we have another process called freezing. Freezing is the process by which liquid is changed into solid, all right? The process by which liquid is changed into solid. And this one happens when we are mostly keeping things in the freezer, and when we are keeping things at a very cold temperature. Please, this is a very important step or steps and processes, and I want you to take them seriously. Thank you very much. My name is Prof. RSK, and I'm making science very easy and interesting. All right, so I hope you have learned something today.